A while ago, I put this video out on the burpee. Burpees are for getting tired. Instead of the burpee, I suggest focusing on a more practical skill that I like to call the surfer get up. And now we're making this video
about how to unstupid the burpee. As you mentioned in your video, if people remember that video, then you mentioned it's about getting tired.
Right.
And unfortunately, we see too much of that in fitness in general right now. Taking what should be precise movements that require precision and focus, and turning them into Slopfests just to burn the calories.
Get the numbers, man.
To me, and how I teach it, it's a beautiful squat, beautiful plank, getting to one to the other and back.
Yep.
And that is the template. And from that template, you can create whatever the heck you want.
I look at it simply as a movement combination, and trying to make it as beautiful as possible when you're doing it. When you look at a combination, you can also look at a combination as the beginning movement of the combination, the transition, and then the other movement to, as you mentioned, squat, transition, plank, transition, back to another beautiful squat. We have mastered the movement in the sense that we have control over it. We do have the necessary strength to be able to control those transitions in there. We have the range of motion to allow us to get into the positions that we want to get in. Again, that control to know that we can, go slowly so we can speed it up. Then we can start looking at variations of it, playing around with it.
How do you do that and make it beneficial to you as opposed to just a vehicle to get you tired? Here's the trick. You do it well and you practice it well, guess what you're going to get? Tired.
Gains.
The one thing that you say a lot in your workshops that I always like is do one perfect rep.
As beautifully as you can.
And then repeat it.
Yeah, and that's it.
A burpee, by my definition, doesn't have to have a push-up because so many people can't do a real solid, good push-up.
Makes sense.
And so this weird arbitrary goal that we have to get our bodies all the way to the ground, let's eliminate that. Let's just call it a plank. If you think you have the competence to do a good push-up down and up, then we add that. Same with a jump. Does it need a jump?
Yeah.
No, because most people don't know how to land properly, which you see in the burpee all the time when they hinge at the hip. Doesn't need a jump, doesn't need a push-up. It's a squat and a plank, and then you build on it. All right.
Well, let's see what we can come up with.
All right, cool. Now we haven't talked about this at all. I have no idea what we're going to do, so I'm just going to ask him. Hey, where are you going to go from here? Covering all your bases. So much strength.
Add a little oomph to it.
Oh, so okay, you got some scapula play.
Getting tricky.
That's awesome. I don't want to get to the ground by doing this.
Okay.
Because that's what you see in the burpee right now. All these people bending at the hips. For reps, I'm probably not going to want to snap at the hips. That's not how you land at all. So what if I came down and rolled?
Ooh.
And then from here somehow I get to the plank. So if I squat down, I come into the roll, then I come into my folded sit, place my hands.
Like it.
Oh my gosh, those are the hand position I'm going to use for the plank. One leg goes back. Ooh. Got this nice stretch here. Other leg goes back.
Very nice. Could just roll up from here into a squat, but we can't do that. Maybe something's going on. We stop. Again, using our hands as training wheels to get us back into this position to be able to comfortably get here. Putting our hands then on the floor and stepping back into whatever position we want. Once again, working to get into a squat that's comfortable for us, making sure that we're looking straight ahead, leading with the head as we stand up.
And by the way, this is just one idea that we're bouncing off each other. What can you do with it? I come down, shoo-wee, squat, plow roll, boop, boop.
Nice.
And then from here, into my squat, into my plank.
I like it.
Push up, boom, up, jump, whatever.
Like it.
In fact, if I add the jump, I still want to land in a squat, into the roll.
I like it.
Boop. And that's a roller burpee.
Cool. And so as we come down out of that, so we're coming down, and I don't want to kick the wall. Move your butt. We're coming in here.
Come over here.
So as the feet come back down to the floor, and we push here, we shove the feet back, landing in the plank, but 1 foot up.
Ooh!
So that we're able to go down.
Super fun.
And as we come back in, swinging that to bring us in. This is taking it up a notch, done with control slowly. That'll work,
The ability to understand that leg swing has so many practical applications. You and your Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu can have a ton of things, martial arts in general, sports in general. Being able to understand a single leg swing into another motion is a fantastic transition to be practicing. And so we've just shown such a limited variation of possibility. Why not take this template and create something of your own without being subjected to the idea that you have to do this sloppy thing for high reps and turn it into something that's going to bring us joy and more athletic potential ultimately.
Okay, like you always like to say, play, explore, see what you can come up with.
Be curious. If you can't get into a full squat, well, guess what? That's your weakness. Banish it. Make your squat better. And you can do it by practicing getting into this squat.
There you have it. Bunch of rambling there about the burpee. Maybe not even call it the burpee.
I know.
Call it a movement combination. Thanks for hanging out with me today, Chip.
Absolutely.
Really appreciate it. Would love to hear what you came up with here. Leave a comment. Go explore.
Please. There you go. And the yawn.
Good boy.
Perfect.